Hi, you join me here today at Gold Valley Lakes. I'm going to talk you through a typical commercial match using a bomb and a waggler. For the first 3.5 hours when the sun's out, I like to fish in the upper layers. There's a lot of fish cruising about and they're not really that interested in feeding. You're just trying to make them eat one, obviously your hook bait. And then the last hour and a half I look to fish a lead because the pellets like overspray, obviously of what's not been eaten from my waggler line, goes on the bottom. It tends to cool down a bit and the fish want to eat, and that's really when you can capitalise on the bomb. But to start with, you can see the sun's out. I want to get this waggler rod out. Let's see if we can catch a few. One of the most important things with waggler fishing, probably the most important thing, is your work rate. You've got to keep feeding and you've got to keep casting. It's because you're trying to get the fish in the upper layers of the water to respond to the noise of your waggler. And the more you cast and the more you feed, the more you will be rewarded. And as you can see, I've got one on here, so I'm just going to try and put him in the keep net to follow his brothers, because I've had a few already, and hopefully get back out and hook another one. There we are, lovely jubbly. I'm going to quickly talk about my pellet waggler setup as I'm playing this one. It's a Daiwa multi-match 11-foot feeder rod. It's marketed as a feeder rod, but it's got two tips, a waggler tip and a feeder tip, and I just put it on with the waggler tip. It's just got plenty of meat to be able to fire these floats out. Very durable fishing, but it's also got a lovely action, as you can see there, lovely bend in the rod. The reel I choose to use is a Surtate reel made by Daiwa, but it's a high-speed version. It's just got a very quick retrieve. Oh, very quick retrieve. So when I'm obviously in and out, you know, up to sort of 500-600 times casting in a session, just saves me a few seconds each cast, you know, and that just means extra casts at the end of the match, sort of thing. That, you know, over other people. The line I use is again made by Daiwa. It's an ST line in 5 pound. It's plenty strong enough for this sort of style of fishing. And then onto the hook lengths, match winner. It's something that I've used for forever when it come out, and I've just got total belief in it, total amount of confidence. It's never yet let me down. Unlike other lines, you know, it's exactly what it says on the tin. Just can't believe more people don't use it, to be fair. Onto the hook, which is a 16 MWG. Right little bent nail of an hook, but as you can see with that one, when they're in, they do not come out. And then on just to a little pellet band. But with pellet waggler fishing, trust me, I do a lot of this sort of style of fishing and for me lead fishing, and I'm just completely sold on these. They're just perfect, no nonsense hook. They just do everything you want them to do, sort of thing. So let's get back out and see if we can catch ourselves another one, guys. Right, I'm going to quickly show you the routine you need to do when you're pellet waggler fishing. First of all, you want to cast out, keep a tight line. Pick your catapult up, again looking at your float, 4 or 5 pellets, aim just short of your float. As they're in the air, twitch it. 3 or 4 more pellets, feed again. Pick up, wind in, again, see the reel just helps me be really quick. So looking to stop my line, so I can find the length, cast out quickly, put the rod down on my rest. Again, pick your catapult up, feed, twitch your float into the bait. feed again, wind in. As you can see, it's busy work rate, but if you keep it up all day, you'll be able to catch a pile too. Going to quickly talk about my straight legged setup. As we mentioned earlier, I normally use it later on in the match, but don't be afraid to cast it out if the waggler becomes unfishable, normally due to the wind. You can't cast and keep the line tight. Don't be afraid to chuck the lead rod out. I'll start off with a rod, use a tournament 10-11 foot feeder rod, just at 10 foot. It's a lovely soft, nice rod. Again, the same reel, but the only difference this time is I've got 8 pound ST instead of 5 pound. All the way down just to a loop, and the X-Safe inline lead system, which again, if a fish gets tethered, it can just pull off, which is brilliant because you get some savage bites on the lead. If you're not careful, you can get your rod dragged in. So with that elastic really does help, you know, on the bite. It's nice. And I tend to use 18 inches of 018 match winner, again the same line as the waggler rod, and then down to the ever faithful 16 MWG and a bait band. So there's my lead setup. We are lovely Gold Valley carp, caught on the waggler. It's just started to rain, so we're going to pack up, get back into the dry. I'll pop him down here because not to damage him. But if you use some of the tips that I've shown you today, start early on a waggler, work really hard at it. The harder you work, the more you catch, and then late on, or if the wind gets really, really bad, you know, chucking that lead out, and I'm sure you'll catch plenty of fish like we have done today.